Imagine 40 students just took an exam and you have 40 results in front of you. 47, 23, 38, 41, 19, 33, 27, 45, 12, 36, and 30 more. Finding the mean, median, or mode from a whole of raw numbers like this one is exhausting and easy to mess up. The statisticians do something clever. They group the data into class intervals first. Today, you will learn how to find the mean, median, and mode directly from a grouped frequency table. No row list required. Let's begin. Grouped data means we've sorted our values into ranges called class intervals instead of listing every single value. Here is our data set for today. The marks of 40 students grouped into 5 class intervals of 10 marks each. Each range, like 20 to 30, is called a class interval. And frequency means how many students fall under that range. One more idea before we calculate anything. The midpoint, also called the class mark, is simply the average of a class lower and upper limit, the single number that represents that whole range. For example, the midpoint of 20 to 30 shall be 20 plus 30 divided by 2, which equals 25. Every single method today, mean, mode, and median, is built on these two ideas, frequency and midpoints. Let's find the mean. The direct method is the most natural way to think about it. The formula x bar is equal to the summation of frequency multiplied by midpoints divided by the total frequency. We add two columns to our table, that is the midpoint of each class and the frequency f multiplied by the midpoint x. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20, 6 multiplied by 15 is 90, 10 multiplied by 25 is 250, 12 multiplied by 35 is 420, and lastly 8 by 45 is 360. We add up all the values in the fx column, 20 plus 90 plus 250 plus 420 plus 360, and that gives us a total of 1140. To get the mean, which is x bar, it shall be the summation of f of x over the summation of f, and of course our summation of f of x is 1140 and the summation of f is 40. 1140 divided by 40 gives us 28.5. Notice that this method is very simple and reliable, but is a little bit slow with bigger numbers. Now here is a shortcut, especially if our midpoints are larger numbers. For this one, our formula shall be x bar is equal to a, which is the assumed mean, plus the summation of fu divided by the total frequency multiplied by the height h. We pick any point as our assumed mean. For instance, let's use 25, and our class width is just 10. For each of the midpoints, we shall subtract 25, then we divide the result by 10 and we get the value of u. For the first value of u, it shall be 5 minus 25, that is negative 20. Negative 20 divided by 10, that is negative 2. Then we get fu by multiplying the values in f column and u column. For instance, negative 2 multiplied by 4, that is negative 8. Negative 1 by 6, that is negative 6, and so on. Then to get the summation of fu, add all these values, negative 8 minus 6 plus 0 plus 12 plus 16, and this equals 14. We plug all these values in the formula and we shall have x bar being equal to 25 plus 14 over 40 multiplied by 10, and that gives us a mean of 28.5.
Wow!
Next, we get the mode. And for mode, we use the mode formula. The mode is given by L plus in bracket f1 minus f0 over 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 multiplied by h, where L is the lower limit of model class, f1 is the model class frequency, f0 is the frequency before model class, and lastly f2 is the frequency after the model class. The model class is basically the class with the highest frequency. Looking at our table, that is 30 to 40, which has a frequency of 12. So, Our lower limit L for the model class is 30, F1 the highest frequency is 12, the frequency before it is 10 F0, and F2 the frequency after it is 8, and remember our height is 10, which is 40 minus 30. We substitute our values in the formula and we shall have 30 plus 12 minus 10 over 24 minus 10 minus 8 all multiplied by 10. And that simplifies to 30 plus 3.33, and our mode is approximately 33.3. Finally, the median. And this needs one new idea. Cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is basically the running total of the frequencies class by class. 4 stays 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 12 is 32, 32 plus 8 is 40, matching our total of 40 students. The median formula is L plus N over 2 minus CF divided by F multiplied by H. N over 2 is 40 over 2, which is 20. The median class is the first class whose cumulative frequency reaches 20. Looking back at our table, that is 20 to 30, write exactly where CF hits 20. So our values are, L is the lower limit of the median class and it is 20, N over 2 is 20, CF is 10, and this is basically the cumulative frequency before the highlighted region. F is 10, the frequency in the highlighted region, and lastly H is 10. That is the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. We substitute this in our formula, 20 plus 20 minus 10 over 10 multiplied by 10. And that gives us exactly 30. So our median mark is 30. Now let us put everything side by side. From the exact same dataset, our mean is 28.5, our mode is 33.3, and our median is 30. Before you go, try this one yourself. 20 values grouped into 4 classes. Find the mean using the direct method and identify the model class. Pause the video and work it out yourself.